The following is a paid segment sponsored by Dave Doyle Construction. Well, everyone dreams of building a new home one day, but there are a lot of decisions to be made, and the most important one is to find a company, a construction company, who's up to date with all the modern day techniques. We're going to meet Dave Doyle of Dave Doyle Construction, who's right up there with the best. Hello, Dave. Lovely to see you.
How's it going?
Very good. A little chilly, though, yeah?
Oh, it's a perfect day in Northeast PA, right?
Yes. Well, you can't complain. Now, tell you what, this is a really interesting site. So take us through what the owner's doing here.
They decided they're going to go ahead and build their retirement home here on this great rocky site.
Rocky is the word. Look at the size of these boulders. Really quite amazing.
Yeah, some of them were leaving because they liked the natural look of the boulders. Others, they just had to go to cut this driveway in and clear the site for the house, the septic and sand mound, and the garage in the back.
Fantastic.
So we're going to do a 3-story chalet, walkout basement with a loft and big balcony porches on the front. The
overlooking the lake, yeah?
Correct. The lake is right there. All this beautiful red and white oak is going to go to a mill, and it's going to be milled. It's going to be kiln dried, and they're going to do the basement and the den and probably the loft area with this kiln dried oak.
So it's recycling.
I think it's cool that they're using a product that came off the site.
Land, yeah.
And putting it back into the home.
And of course, you're going to be using these rocks as well, yeah?
A lot of these rocks, we're going to do a big retaining wall here and natural boulder steps coming down so they could walk down to the lake.
Let's talk about foundations, the most important part
Absolutely.
of the building.
To pour our footings, they'll be 12 inches thick, 24 inches wide, and then from that point, we take this Nidora product, which is an ICF block.
ICF, what does that mean?
So it's insulated concrete form. When you do a regular concrete foundation, you have to put your foam on the outside and waterproof membrane, where this is you're insulating both sides of the wall instead of just the exterior. All your tensile strength comes from that rebar.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Vertical and horizontal, and then all your compression strengths pushing down is the house on top of this concrete.
Gotcha. And there's lots of places for the rebar. You can really put a lot in there. Wow.
And this block comes in 4 inches wide. This is a 6-inch mold. It goes 6, 8, 10, 12, and they could custom make a lot of different corners. They make one with a brick ledge in case you want to do brick on it. There's a lot of varieties with this block. They even have swimming pool kits. So these diamond patterns, every 8 inches is a plastic bar, and they're 1.5 inches wide. So you could put your screws right in there and hold your drywall right to this.
So you don't have to stud it out, put a stud wall in there,
and
straight onto that?
Correct. And on the exterior, you could put siding on here with screws, or what we usually do, you'll see on another project we're working on, we'll use screws and washers, and we'll hold wire lath on there so we could scratch coat it and put cultured stone. We'll probably break ground on this foundation before Christmas.
Gotcha. So here we are in the cold December. It's perfectly fine to pour a foundation.
Absolutely.
Using this technique. Well, we've come inside a new construction, Dave. You've been busy here framing out, and I see the concrete wall is still.
Correct. The sheathing we like to use is the zip sheathing. That's a great product, especially in Northeast PA.
So Dave, I've noticed your company, you seem to have all the components for construction.
So we have my son and another guy and me are usually the excavation site prep. We'll find all the points and we'll do the site work, excavation, and then a friend of mine since high school is my head mason, and he runs the masonry crew, and then I have another guy who runs the carpentry crew.
Gotcha.
So yeah, we try to control a lot in-house. In the end, the homeowner has all the control because we're just there to provide a service for them and hopefully build them what they're happy with and stay in contact with them throughout the whole build, making sure everyone's on the same page, each phase of construction moves the right way. The subs who do all the mechanicals and insulating and drywall and such, make sure they're all on the same page with the homeowner.
So Dave, if someone's interested in building a new house, how would they get hold of you?
So I have a website, it's davedoyleconstruction.com, and I have email and office number and a cell number on that site. So yeah, they could see some pictures of some recent projects.
Nice.
We try to keep the webpage updated, but that's a job in itself sometimes.
Brilliant. So they could Google Dave Doyle Construction and it will take you to a website.
Correct. Yes.
Dave, it's been an absolute pleasure Sorry about the weather, though. That's somebody else's fault, I think.
Well, we'll blame Joe on that one. We built him a nice boulder man outside.
This has been a paid segment sponsored by Dave Doyle Construction.